Young black males, take your place. Without women, take your place. Top of the pyramid, take your place. Looking for change, gotta take your place. Without children, take your place. Through the pain, gotta take your place. Black queens, gotta take your place.
Today, we want to let you know that all information that you hear on our platform is not legal advice. If you need any type of legal advice, please seek a competent lawyer with subject matter expertise. Again, this is not legal advice. Everything we give to you is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Good day, good day, good day. Here we are again. Today. Enlightenment Asset Hours. Say that 3 times straight. You feel me? So today is a beautiful day. And I know a lot of people are looking at me today like, who is this man right here? It is the asset representative in full flesh to you today. Along with Unlocking Dreams Financial. Yeah. What's up, fam?
What's going on, cousin?
Everything love with you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's been a beautiful, beautiful day. How about your day?
Can't complain.
Can't complain. Well, today we have a guest.
Yes, sir.
Mr. J.
Yes.
How are you doing, sir?
Very great, man.
Well, good. And today is going to be a special day for you all because, you know, being in the industry of insurance, we run into a lot of people that ask us, whether family members or the same diaspora that we're working with, or, you know, community people that we know or that we talk to about insurance. So I went out and I didn't have to go far because I was taken somewhere that was meant for me to go, and I met the answer to everyone's question.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever met anyone that's doing this? Using either any type of insurance vehicle policy for life-changing issues, whether death, whether insuring a house, sickness, disability, being out of work,
any type of leverage.
Any type of, what's the word you just said?
Leverage.
Mr. J, is that the word we should be using?
That's absolutely the word.
Absolutely. So I want to just go here. So to everyone that knows, when you break down the word, we're going to say absolutely. The gentleman said absolutely. I went and found the piece of gold that everyone's been asking. Have you ever met anyone that is doing this? Well, family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, today we're bringing here in our realm, Mr. J.
Yes.
Mr. J. So, Mr. J, we're going to ask you, like we ask everyone that comes up here for us. When we had our conversation, I told you that I was going to ask you this question. It's called, what is your why?
Yes, you did.
And I would like for you to let the ladies and gentlemen know. And first off, let me go back and do this on the generational board for you.
Yes, sir.
The ages go, millennial,
Yes.
that is 24 to 39. It goes Generation X, 44 to 55. And then you got the baby boomers, 56 to 74.
Yes.
So we are amongst elder today. You know what I mean? Mr. J, your why, please, sir.
This is a perfect opportunity to speak to you guys. There's a specific need in my community. And my why is uplifting, changing, and transforming my community in terms of my world. Because if I don't fix one part of it, there's the other part that's going to be broken, and we're going to continue this cycle. So my why is information, yes, but utilization.
And one thing else that we said too in our conversation was what? Application.
Application. Truly application. And this is what we have an opportunity to speak about tonight. This insurance vehicle is amazing. It's actually it's the pot of gold that every family can utilize. It's the unknown secret to the wealth that you haven't claimed. It's a grand opportunity to bring your family from one dimension to the next.
Word. Mr. J. Before we go and give him too much of the work tonight, I'm wearing Batman because, if you know who Mr. A.I.C.I.D representative is, I never seem to not impress the people that ask me to bring them what they need and what they want. I deliver on time every time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wearing the Batman outfit because the new Batman ain't like this Batman right here, baby. You feel me? I bring life. I bring health and wealth to your tables in informational form. This right here, along with my family, Unlocking Dreams Financial. So, Mr. Unlocking Dreams Financial, what would you have to ask Mr. J to at least get some bubbling forensics going on in people's mind frames when it comes down to the utilization of the insurance or the story of the insurance?
What I would like for him to say, because we can talk all we want.
Right.
We can research, we can find it in books, but I want him to hit how it affected him personally. Because you can't tell someone this is not my story. We can say, oh yeah, it looks good on paper, but when it's time to actually put it in play, we have Mr. J right here who can say, this is my story, this is what I did. So Mr. J, my question to you, and you hit on something earlier, which a lot of people don't realize, insurance/annuities. Did you all know that annuities has been around since the Roman soldiers? When they fought in the army and they passed away, their family members got money for them being. This is nothing. We're just talking about insurance, something that's new.
Right.
This has been along for a long time. So that's a different topic for a different time.
We can love
go to
history.
As an educator. But Mr. J, my question to you, because like Cousin said, we get a lot of naysayers, a lot of people who don't believe, who doubt, who say what we're saying is not true. Explain a little how you leverage your insurance policies, wherever it may be, to help you and your family.
Let me take you back to your time. In 2008, the economy was very, very bad.
Yeah.
Very bad. There was, I was working as an electrician then, and of course, there was not even any work around. Things had gotten so bad. I had ran into a situation where we needed finances. We needed money for quite a few things. But I had a car accident. In the process of that car accident, it was an individual that didn't have coverage, and it left me
uninsured motorists.
Yes.
In Florida, that's the worst thing you could ever have.
So it's something that the insurance coverage didn't just take care of what.
Excuse me, right quick. Call me 757-232-2499 to handle the uninsured motorist situation within Florida and how it's written. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Go ahead. Handle that.
And I needed it. So things came tight for me, and my mortgage payment was due. I got to looking around for money. So I'm like, hey man, when I bought this insurance policy from the guy, he told me it has benefits, man.
Yeah.
So he told you it had benefits.
He
mentioned it. Did he show it to you?
No, he just mentioned it.
Just mentioned it.
He didn't carry me through. He didn't show me what I was getting.
Gotcha.
But he just mentioned it.
Right.
So with curiosity and need, I got into the policy.
Curiosity and need. Go ahead.
And when I got in there, I recognized that I had finances available for protection for medical coverage and for whatever need.
Right.
It helped me. It helped my family.
Yeah.
It brought us through that time.
Yeah.
I had another situation It's all occurred at the same time, and it was just fortunate that I had procured the insurance. You see the little policies where they send you, hey, you want some disability insurance in case something happened.
Correct.
Well, I had fortunately got a good one this time, and the one it actually paid off for us. I was out of work for almost 12 months, and it took care of my mortgage payment and a lot of other things. So it was like to me, I was like, well, man, you followed your mind this time. You know what I'm saying? But I want it to be, I need you all to inform my family, my people, my community, my world, so I can get this change started. Bring them up on what this is. This insurance is real. It's a vehicle for the rest of your life.
Okay, so let me go right here before he get right. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. We bypassed the appetizers.
He went straight into the meat. I love it. I love it. We don't eat fat around here. We go straight to the muscle. You know what I mean? So look, this is what give me. You said when you got into it. So in order for you to understand it, you had to get into it.
Yes.
You had to get down dirty. You had to do something you might not even like to even do. And what was that you said?
And I had to pick the policy up and do a little reading.
And do some READING.
Do some reading. You know I'm a baby boomer. Almost of us instant. And we don't see it now. It ain't there.
That's right.
So I had to retrain myself and start to think in a different way, which is what I want my family to be trained.
Wait. We can always go back to what they said. How do they keep blacks from knowing?
Put it in a book.
Put it in a what?
Put it in a book.
Put it in a what?
Put it in a book.
And what we're not gonna do?
We're not gonna read.
We're not gonna read.
I'm not gonna read.
And that's 3. And if you see how we sit, that's not even by design.
And I'm guilty of that myself. Functionally, I'm guilty of it. I come from that generation where, well, you know, your time is consumed by other things. But now to progress and to see the real need and to see what's available for my family now and the world that I live in, which really needs an upgrade, this is the vehicle.
And what gave you that motivation? It was a story that you was telling my fam right here at a couple minutes ago. You were saying something about a book that you had seen that made you think different and kind of jerk a leg, gave you some fire. What was that? Give us that story.
I had read, like I said, I was in the process of seeking after I talked with my little daughter, who brought to me something that I had been concerned about. She being in elementary school, came home one day talking to me about my net worth.
She talking to you about what?
My net worth.
About how old was she and what
She
school?
was 6. She was 6 years old.
6 years old.
And she came home, Daddy. She wanted to know my net worth.
Wait. What type of school was this?
This was one of those. We had, I'm living pretty good.
I got you. We got you.
I did what we typically do.
Right.
I moved us in a nice neighborhood. So we went to a nice school.
That's right. Like we always get told to do.
That's what they teach us. That's helping them.
That's right.
Exactly.
And I was in that process, and then of course when she came home with that information, it made me think. Man, first of all, I had never ever thought about my net worth. I'm just trying to make this daily grind and this weekly, monthly.
Exactly.
Look at the camera and say that one more time. That's right. Tell one more time.
Daily grind.
That daily grind.
This weekly money.
This weekly money.
And I'm just tied up and trying to. Hey, I don't have time.
The hamster wheel.
I didn't have time for that.
That's right. That part right there.
So it made me open my eyes up and began to realize that I ain't worth nothing.
Once you look at it, what's
so
good?
Really, because I hadn't applied the principles of insurance coverage, property, and more insurance, of course, to secure that. And so all those things I had left out of my life for a long time.
Right.
And we're just trying to earn and trying to save, like the bank says, that.
That's right.
That 1% that you never get really.
That's right.
Because the fee eat it up.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. And you end up with that 0.5%. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So I was tied in that.
Right.
And I started to see this vehicle being born after she woken my curiosity.
Right.
You got to get insured. You got to get covered. You need this. You need that.
Right.
And then what about what happens with them? Do you want to change their life? I moved them up to a different standard of living? Do I want to, if something happened to me, do I want that to change?
Right,
Exactly.
right.
So I began to be concerned about them.
Concerned about
Them, their well-being, what's left to them,
THEM.
what's next.
Them.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
What's coming next?
That's right.
What happens if I'm not here?
That's right.
Who's gonna be over them? I got girls. You know what I'm saying? Well, I leave somebody in charge of them.
That's right.
What?
So
And I realized.
Hold on, Mr. J, because you're hitting on something that a lot of you see on social media talk about family wealth, generational wealth.
Right.
So you're saying that you don't want to just pass away, and now since you're gone,
Yes.
their whole lifestyle changed. Now
Everything
they're
changed.
back to square one where you were.
Fighting this terrible fight from such a long, and it doesn't get better.
And
No, it doesn't.
You have to know that it doesn't get.
Yeah.
It's rated not to get better. You know they got a number called inflation.
There you go. That part.
That's continued out.
That part.
It's gonna continue out.
That's right.
You just keep working.
So let me ask you a question then, because how long you been married now?
35.
35 years. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
Hey, I'm giving the handicap to my wife. That's for you, hon. That's for you.
Hey, I big.
Yeah.
So look, let me ask you a question.
She did it.
She did
Now
work.
we
Hey,
can go on.
I feel. That's the big lion giving the
lioness. Yes.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
due
Her
props.
props. You know what I mean?
They do all the hunting.
there you go.
Her props.
Yeah.
There you go. So that was
She's
going
very
to
vital.
Very vital. Huh? Very what?
Very vital.
Very vital.
Very vital.
So, Mr. J, we're going to get on this conversation, and I want you to give them the goods with this because of the simple fact 35 years of putting in work, 35 years of growth, 35 years of ups and downs, sideways, running the stock market crazy and everything else, you know what I mean? How much easier when it came to grips about insurance did your marriage get?
My whole perspective's changed. I mean,
Word.
listen, with the formulations of how I had set my finances up,
Right.
and some things that did occur, and we did have policies for it. And
Right.
it was, oh man, this was a wonderful idea. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And even with car insurance, I had the mindset to increase my car insurance one day, and she happened to have an accident.
Right.
Well, I had put everything in the coverage.
Right.
The woman didn't have to work for, oh my God, for almost 6 months.
Word.
Well, I'm just saying, but
Yes.
stuff that you pay for.
Based stuff. That's the reason why you
That's
pay
why you
for
pay
it.
for it.
Because you want to transfer the liability.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, the liability falls on those that do not know that they are liable.
That's it.
So at the end of the day, when you're walking around here with cash in your pocket, thinking you got a bunch of, you think you got something.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, inflation done ate that up. That's
Okay.
number one. Number two, your taxes come out of your informational situation. You know what I'm talking about? Because they're gonna get their little, you know what I'm
Get
talking
their
about.
portion of
So when it comes down to it, that means that you had to learn other things when it came down to you grabbing up these new vehicles. Correct?
Yes.
That means you might have had to go talk to an estate attorney for estate
Yes.
planning.
Also, a lot of people do the bare minimum for themselves. You have to realize when you get an insurance that you are protecting the most valuable thing you could have.
Valuable asset.
And that's you.
That's true.
And your family's livelihood. And their condition, how they work, how they live. You're
Exactly.
protecting that. Do not shrink and be cheap on you.
Word.
Please.
Word.
Because sometimes you get in a permanent situation and if you get something cheap, it's not going to last for a permanent situation.
Word.
Exactly.
It's not gonna, and it's not there for you.
Right.
So provide for yourselves the things that you need that you can do.
Right.
And insurance, planning, those things can really change your life and your family's direction.
Right. Did you
It did it for me.
Did you find that to be a good addition to your structure as well as, you know what I'm saying, your marriage and
It
everything?
gave us a more comfortable a mindset.
Mindset.
I mean, you relax when things happen. It's
Right.
not you're off the ride. You just look for the policies.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, wouldn't you want to be comfortable in life?
Right.
Aren't you trying? Aren't you really trying to get there?
Yeah, you're really
That's really
trying.
what you're working for. You're working
Right.
to try to get some peace in the end, but a little comfort on the way.
Right.
Well, after I started structuring my life in a different fashion, especially using insurance annuities, we take a trip to the mountains every year.
Word.
I wake up in the clouds sometimes. You gotta feel that. You gotta go and feel that. You gotta be able to afford to feel that. You can. The vehicle's there.
Now, when you said you have to be able to afford to feel that way, now, did you really miss the money? Because no, matter of fact, not even say miss the money. Were you by happen glad that you used the money in order to put into something that was going to grow?
I was so elated that and also give you this other feeling. Hey, I'm smart.
Cause you protected your family.
I
know that now your wife got less to worry about.
I was smart.
Hey, my man.
She gave me a pat for that.
All right.
You thought about it. I'm serious. So
word. Everybody can't be an introvert.
No. So it's the best vehicle.
Word.
It's the best avenue. It's the change that we all need. You know what it'll do for us? And I see people talking about lives matters and all black lives. All lives matter.
Exactly.
We have to evaluate our children more. Use the tool of insurance. If the insurance companies and the people in this country realize that you value your children to the multitude of the number of $1 million, they're gonna start looking out for them.
Yes.
They're gonna start they don't pay no policies out.
Yes.
They're gonna stop killing them on corners. They're gonna hold up before you move. You're gonna hear about that. So let us value ourselves more. Let us value ourselves. It only takes pennies.
Pennies on the dollar.
Compared to the effects that not having it will have on your life.
And see, this is what I've been trying to speak with my young generation. When I said millennials or upcoming children, you have the world ahead of you or in front of you, and it's easy for you right now because it's right at the tip of your fingers.
Yes.
But with no structure, you're giving a lot of yourself away.
Just automatic.
That's right. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to want to earn $1 million before you're 25, the only avenue that you will have left is to, number one, either come from a well-to-do family, or number two, you done had at least 3 people die and they was all insured, and you are an heir to a nice estate. And then number three is to be able to come out of your mama's and daddy's houses, throw a vehicle on yourself that's gonna cover you for $1 million or $2 million or $3 million, because you value yourself that high that when you go to the bank and you be like, what are you using for collateral? And you say myself. And they look at you and want to know what do you mean, and you throw over this policy for $1 million or 1.5. Let me get some credit. You know what I'm saying?
You hear them advertising it out there. You can sell that insurance policy. You hear them talking about it now.
Right now.
But you know its value there.
That's right.
Value yourself. Please. That's right. Please value yourself.
And what we fail to realize is that being able to comprehend these type of vehicles. And learning, talking to people that are willing to educate you about something instead of just trying to sell you something. Because I want to go back to what you said. You said you got the policy. He told you it was value in it, but he didn't exactly nor show you where it is.
Well, he knew that slow.
Yeah, I'm going to take you to the water, but I can't make you drink, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
I can't.
At the end of the day, that's why we pulled Mr. J in here today, because I wanted to thank the Creator for allowing us to have the conversation that we had. That when he said, "What do you do?" and I told him, "Well, I'm working on a podcast to uplift humanity and make sure that I'm helping my brothers and sisters, mothers and daughters out there. You know what I'm talking about, to recognize how to use a vehicle called insurance." And the next thing I know, he said, "Tell me about something." And as I got to doing as I do, the word became clear. And as the word became clear, this young man, Mr. J, opened up to me, and I said, "You want to know something? I got a chair for you. Can I get some of your time to reach out to the youngsters and my generation?" Because he's over the generation that's before me. So like we were saying, if I leave this earth and I never reach down to the ones behind me to give them something that everybody can give you something, but if they can't give it to you the way I give it to you, and you can overstand it and take it and do something with it, then I did my job.
And that's what I'm hoping. Out of this little testimony here, if just one person would realize the process of what insurance, the vehicle insurance, can do for them and their family. If just one person, that means that one person, if there are two people in it, that family, or three, their lives are going to be affected. We have actually done something.
Word. And on that situation, what did you say about, because you say you're from where originally?
I'm from Mississippi.
Okay, and
I know
you say y'all believe in?
But we believe in coverage. That's something we always had a little piece of something and always wanted to secure it.
Right.
Exactly.
So we kind of understand the process.
And what did you do with the education of it? What was the education of it you were saying? You said you did something with your family. You said it just
I went back there and I had an opportunity to show them how this vehicle worked. They naysayers too.
Yeah.
It wasn't that way.
That's right.
He ain't telling you everything.
There you go. That part.
But the deal of it is, when I got to explain it to them, and in layman's terms, showing them what it actually means for their life, a lot of them got covered. You still had some ones that sat back there saying, "Hey, I ain't paying them nothing."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they ain't never done nothing for me. And then, but you have those that you can see the light come on.
Right.
And say, "Yeah, well, I want to do something about these.
Yeah.
I want this house to stay there."
That's right.
In the name, yep.
That's
the
right.
Family.
So I got to do what I need to do that's necessary to.
Word.
See, they came from a generation that did that, but a lot of the old folks left. And
Right.
when they left a void there
Right.
of wisdom
Right.
that people would see. So you would listen to an older person before you listen to you and I. You and I, we have a struggle trying to explain it to them because they feel like, well, we ain't been any place.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though might be in the vehicle.
Right.
I don't believe it's rolling. I don't
Right.
believe it's doing it.
Right.
But when that left our society, most of the leadership from older people and the respect for elders changed our whole outlook. Things started moving faster.
Right.
Information became quicker.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't give me the complete story, so I can't really believe you now.
That's right. That's right.
So we're in the middle of trying to regain each other's trust. We're in the middle of building a society that's really has a very large gap between the generations now.
Correct.
Yeah, we don't see things alike. We do things totally different. Our mindsets are different. I can do this much faster. So in that process, a lot of things are left out. Even the opportunities to take wisdom in.
Right. So when it comes
From
down
experience.
to that, right, that part, because I want people, and cuz I want you to speak on this, because when you start doing what you was doing, I think you had a mentor, someone called a mentor, and you had to go through the bumps and the scrapes and the stripes, and you had to learn this and learn that about different vehicles, and the ones that you thought that were good, those are ones that you might have been like, okay, you landing on this type of situation, so therefore I can be able to help this person because you went through the struggle of it, right?
Correct.
Okay, so now when it comes down to you saying that, it's the part of us that I want people to understand when you say something that doesn't mean that you're soft or you can't do it on your own. And what is that we talked about, Mr. J?
I need you. I need you. I need you to show me how to have an encounter with the police and survive it.
Right.
I need you to teach me how to progress in a society that's kind of confusing, that doesn't say everything clearly. I need you to assist me in becoming a good father or a good husband. I need you. I need you. There's nothing wrong with needing each other. And we have to get back to realizing I need you. I need you to help continue this talk with someone else that's a family member of yours. I need you to say to them, I heard something that we need to check out. I need you to help me to bring this world along to a better place by whatever positive avenues we can. We have one here, a vehicle for families, but I need you. I need you.
And at the end of the day, go ahead, cuz.
No, because it goes along with encompass everything. I'm not saying much because what Mr. J is saying is what we've been preaching forever.
That's
and
right.
I don't want to be the one talking, let him talk because
That's right.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem we're facing that we're seeing is in our especially our black community is what you said. We're not saying I need you.
Right.
We want to do it on our own. And I came across a speaking policies and everything. I came across a young lady, Caucasian young lady, 18 years old, and speaking to her about insurance, how it can work for you, leverage money, and she was only 18 and said, "Oh, I know about that." I said, "Really?" She said, "Oh yeah, I have 4 policies." I said, "Really?" I have one for college. I have one when I graduate from high school. I'm buying me a car with it. I have one for just going traveling, and I have one when I die. I said, "Wow, when did you learn about that?" Like Mr. J said, from when I was little. She said, every time we get together for Thanksgiving, that's what we talk about.
That's what they do.
Net worth, insurance, annuities, estate planning. I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah." So what do y'all talk about for Thanksgiving?
Where the hitty at? Where the hitty at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Smoke some. You know what I mean?
Is there any more gravy?
You know what I mean?
Oh, Ray and Bubba
You know what I'm
and
talking about?
Trouble, and it's everything but the net worth.
And before you finish that, we can't get along before the collard greens even finish, homie.
That's right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I need you to bridge that.
Exactly.
I need you to work with each other to try to understand each other.
Exactly.
I need you to understand that I am spirit, I am flesh, and I am mental. I need you to understand me. I need you to help me to help you understand me. I need you.
And not only that,
Go ahead, cuz.
because you're wise now. It took you this time for you to realize that. Imagine, and I'm talking to my young folks all the time.
Right.
Don't wait until
Don't wait.
you're 44.
Right.
Don't wait till you're 50.
Don't wait till you're 60. Don't
60.
wait. Don't
Because not only that, a lot of our young folks say, "Well, I'm gonna be a million. I got this, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be successful." And I'm your back corner. I'm
That's
applaud
right.
you. I'm rooted. I'm your biggest
That's right.
cheerleader. But let's say something happens during that time. You catch cancer. You get a heart attack. And now you want to look at a policy that they're not even going to look at you. They're going to tell
right.
you, I can assure you.
Can't do nothing for you.
Not only that, imagine, Mr. J, if you had your policy when you were 18, 19, how much more money would you
How much more my net worth?
Net worth. That's a new word.
That
Net worth.
That old lady be smiling really. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. You want to know why?
Listen, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
But I ain't trying to be rude about it. But you want to know something? I am glad that you're able to show that type of love, because every man that I know of wants to show that type of love to their woman.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
we are maybe with someone that is not in that age range or been through that experience, and neither did they come from that.
Right.
So what we're doing and what we always, as far as, you know, me and my family, me and my blood, one thing that we do is this: if we can't bring something to the table to help you eat, we don't need to sit and eat with you.
Exactly.
But if you're not able to take it in with
Right.
gracious and gratitude,
Right. That's something.
you know what I'm saying? That's something different. So I need you.
I need you.
I need my rib. I need my other half.
I need you.
I need my partner to understand that I need you too.
I need you.
If you don't know about insurance and I'm learning, I would like to give you life before I give you death.
Yes, I need you.
You see what I'm saying? When it comes down to talking about death, no one wants to talk about it until it happens.
Yes.
So now you got to go out and buy an urn for someone that you love. And at the end of the day, you didn't even know how they really wanted to be set off. You know what I'm saying? You got children that are making it to the age of 18 and dying at the age of 22 and 21 and 24, and ain't nobody got nothing for them over the time frame. You got people that are baby boomers that have children that don't even want to take care of them anymore.
Yeah.
Never even thought or asked, do you have an insurance policy, Dad? Do you have an insurance policy, Mom? Do you have any type of Medicare replacement or anything of that nature? Because I don't like getting phone calls hearing someone tell me that they work till they 65 years old. At the end of the day, if you knew about the vehicle of insurance, then marriages would last in our community. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh yes. Financial problems are the number one killer
of marriage. Yeah.
The number one killer of marriage is financial problems. I just had a good partner, an excellent partner, yes, actually, because when things were tough, she worked, and she realized that, well, we'll just cut back.
Yeah.
And in times that when it was necessary, she would make concessions. But there were things that we made sure we took care of too. All those life insurance policies and that disability policy, all those things have to be taken care of.
And that's good. And that's what I'm trying to get out to.
The value.
The value. Because I tell people.
She realized the value.
The value.
You let go of your phone.
$10 is nothing.
Yep. Let go of your cell phone first. If you gotta let go of your car, you can replace the car. You can get a car back. You let go your Netflix. You let go all this external stuff that's not bringing any value to you.
That cable bill.
That cable bill, no value.
No value.
There's no asset in no Netflix.
There's no return.
You're building their asset.
You're actually leasing.
Exactly.
You're actually renting it.
Yes.
You're not buying a VHS. You're not buying a DVD. You're not buying a CD. So you own nothing. You control nothing.
Nope.
You're not getting anything.
And you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
You're gonna let somebody tell you that's what you're gonna do with your life.
Yeah.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah.
There you go.
Welcome to hell.
There you are.
That should be the last thing you should let go. That do not let go. and there's something for everyone, because I get it. You're young. I was young.
I was
young. Like that.
Yeah.
But let's say, well, I may not need insurance. Well, there's a product for that. It's called a GUL, Guaranteed Universal Life. Why? Because you're young. Just get out just in case. Because at year 15, guess what? You can get back half of your premium that you put into it.
That's right.
If you say, okay, I'm gonna keep going. What did the year policy age 25?
Yeah.
You can pull out all of your premiums. So it's like a savings account. So why not get covered, have protection just in case, and get your money back if you don't want it.
Just in case.
Did you just hear what this man just said? He just said, what other vehicle gonna give your money back?
Wait.
Y'all done lost your mind. Hey, look.
We have to wake up.
We have to.
I need you.
It's inevitable. I need you.
I need you to spread the word about what you heard. I need you to read and try these products. I need you to get involved in changing our community and our world. I need you.
Word.
I need you. Because when all of us come up, it's going to be lovely.
That's right.
Yes, I got some, you got some. Nobody's got problems.
That's right, because you got to remember, and this is the biggest thing that I can always say that a government ever said on national TV during COVID. India said, we're not worried about our people. All our people are insured. She said, all our people are covered. We got insured.
We got coverage.
The number one country.
The number one country. And at the end of the day, the United States of America powerhouse allowed. No, they did not allow. We were not. No, they ain't gonna say we were not, because I got a master's degree. So I ain't gonna say we nothing. I've been free. So at the end of the day, others didn't know. Others didn't know.
And that's what we're here for today.
And that's what we're here for today. And at the end of the day, the change has to come. And when that change comes, just like my man Sam Cooke said, I don't want to hear no crying. I don't want to hear no slow walking.
That's right.
But your mind and your heart has to be in a different place.
That's right.
Because this is where I was going with all of this. We don't have no Steve Jobs. We don't have no Mark Zuckerbergs. We don't own. Matter of fact, let me stop right there. We have people that own certain things with communications that can help a lot of us. But you want to know something? Where's an initiative at? We all out here now trying to get into someone's diversity program. But at the end of the day, no one has come up to say, you want to know something? I'm supplying a research and development center for my own. Everybody is welcome, but when it comes to my own,
that's right.
This is what's up.
That's what I'm hoping to see.
And then, and see, when that happens, now you got your IP. Now you got your productions, and you got your other things that's coming up and happening. And the last thing I need everybody to understand, that money don't go nowhere and don't go far. We are the money.
That's it.
You've been the money. They used to call you black gold when you used to come across on the water, when they said that it did or did not come, however you want to say it. So at the end of the day, I put it to you like this: you call me everything underneath the child of God, but one thing you ain't gonna call me is broke.
All right. All right. We know our country gets money for us as soon as we get here.
As soon as we get here, it's $1 million
Every
ahead.
time they count us, every 10 years they count us.
It's
They
$1
wanna know how
million
much money
ahead.
we worth then.
It's $1 million
How
ahead.
much money you get now?
You know what I'm talking about? Because everything now is so quadruply fast because of the simple fact that it don't matter about the borders.
Right.
It don't matter about none of that no more. It all matters about what's on that bank account staple when they go to pull that report from the SEC closing at the end of the day. And then those are representatives. Those aren't people. Those are businesses and corporations. So there, if you have to be part of the game to be a business or a corporation, now you need to understand the business side of insurance. So when you start a small business firm with your family or yourself, there's benefits in that. Stop looking at how much it's going to really cost you. If you go out and you do put out a business plan and you say, hey, you give me this much amount and I'm going to pay you back with interest, believe me, if you don't pay yourself in a way that you are not liable, then you can understand what insurance is used for.
And you said something, how much is going to cost you? Let's flip it around. How much is truly going to cost you if something was to happen
and you're not covered?
You're not covered.
And look at inflation, and look at taxes, and look at probate,
and look at the rules.
And
look at those rules.
Yeah. Look at the rules.
Exactly.
That's
in every state, I'm gonna give y'all a bone. I'm gonna give everybody a bone tonight. In every state in which you stay, go look up the probate laws. When you read up that probate law,
please find out the rules.
And you recognize you was a juvenile still, but you 60-something years old and you end up in probate, you wrong.
And what vehicle passes probate?
IULs, whole lives, anything that you could put into a trust, anything that you could move over into a trust.
Any insurance.
And if you got a business, don't be hating because they don't pay taxes. Don't be hating because you don't pick up a book and understand that when someone that looks like you or in your family is learning something, don't be the Judas. Don't be the one that told Jesus don't come back around here no more in his own place.
Open up your minds,
please, because it even says in the good book, the man's problem is going to be within his own house, yo.
Yes.
Because everybody else's word is more important than the head of the house.
That's the way it is now. That's what's been taught the last 40 years.
The last how many years?
40 years.
And he's been here.
The last 40 years they have been teaching away from the head. Take away from the head. They've been teaching away from the head.
In the military they tell us you hit them in the head and the body must fall.
So they've been teaching away from the head.
That's right.
Don't listen to what he's saying.
You
don't know what he's talking about.
You don't know what he's talking about.
Even if he discovers something.
That's right.
I'm still having a little trouble teaching that to someone.
Right.
And I discovered they seen it working.
Right.
They saw the process.
Right.
But
But we're telling you this because he just said something else, another chip, another goal. Because a lot of people are doing podcasts. A lot of us are trying to awaken each other. You know what I'm saying? Trying to motivate each other. But one thing he says it's a process. It's a process that you make. It's a process that you find that works. We are only tools.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? We float by and we give information and we try to assist you.
Hope it does like it did me.
There you go, that part.
That it fall on fertile ground.
That's right, there you go, on fertile ground, for
Exactly.
sure. Because regardless of whether or not you're a pig or not, I'm always trying to give you pearls. Because I got enough of them to go around
That's what it's about.
until the day that I can't breathe no more.
That's
Exactly.
And then when I can't breathe no more, maybe my offsprings or my heirs get a taste of what we know.
Exactly.
And keep it going, keep it churning.
Because it's our responsibility.
It is.
It is our responsibility. Some of us started a little late.
Exactly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys that are younger than me that hear this, you have an opportunity to do something. I need you to look into it.
Yeah.
I need you to consider it.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to think about the value of yourselves. I do.
Right.
And this is our why. This is why we don't charge anyone.
That's
This
right.
is like we're not on doing our podcast and say, oh, if you want to learn this, it's gonna be this
That's
consultation
right.
fee.
Consultation
No,
fee and all
everything
this.
we're giving you is free of charge. Even if you come to us, even if you just want to see, everything is free because our goal is to educate.
That's
and
right.
this is what we're lacking. This is why we're so-called free to sit anywhere on the bus.
Yeah.
But when it comes to education, we're still at the back of the bus.
Hey, and then when we catch up, that's why if you're not understanding and well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: for all of the Generation X people, we are smarter than what we look,
Oh, yeah.
and a lot of us are in better places than what people may think that we are in. But where are our children at? The ones that were able to get their children into good situations. Look at your nieces and your nephews. Which one of those look like that they need some help? Don't be too proud to look after your blood. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we could be the next group. I ain't gonna say next group. I'll put it to you like this. We could be the next Ukraine. And I'm talking about all of America, all of US of A. Because a lot of y'all don't have civics. Y'all don't know nothing about civics. And what we got learned in the school is not enough for us and our diaspora to keep carrying on because it's built off of debt. And everything that you ever learned ain't about you. So at the end of the day, you can't really even say that you've been really truly educated. So the only way true education is learned is by reading, is by picking up certain things that you don't and want to know about, and finding someone that will give you the truth, whether it's beautiful or it's ugly. But truth is normally ugly before you see the beautiful in it. So I'm not knocking no type of education, but self-education is something that I will always push because I went to college. I wanted to be the CEO. No, I am the CEO. You know what I'm talking about? The CEO of me. You know what I'm talking about? So you ever want to talk to me about business, you know what it is. So at the end of the day, it's like this. I went after the American dream. Then I woke up and found out I was the American dream. And at the end of the day, until I'm made whole, I'm going to keep moving like I'm the American dream. You feel me?
Yes, I do.
But what they don't know, because I've been in teaching. I was a teacher for 17 years.
Word.
Yeah. But the American dream, there's a piece of the book that's left out.
That part.
And they're going to teach you everything about the American dream to make America great, make America good.
Yeah.
But they don't, look in the education system, what they're not teaching you, finances.
They're not teaching you about that money.
That money, how to make sure you're, like you said, insuring yourself.
That's
and
right.
that's the part that's missing.
That's right.
That's the part that's going to keep going. Like Mr.
That's
J
right.
said, I like what he said because you know what, I lived that life.
Yep.
My dad passed away,
Yep.
and my mom had to let go of the house.
That's right.
Now the house that I wanted to keep for my kids to pass down for generation to generation.
Right.
Now it's paid off, so
Right.
there's no mortgage you worry about.
That's right.
But
That's
because
right.
of the lack of education,
That's right.
now that house has gone to someone else for
Pennies on the dollar.
pennies on the dollar.
Yep. And at the end of the day, what it takes for, if you do not have an introverted friend, you need to go get you some introverted friends, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because we like to open up some books. We are informational whores, yo.
That's it.
Because 9 times out of 10, we either trying to save our own black behind or we try. No, let me. Please excuse that. We either trying to save ourselves or we trying to save our family.
For sure.
That's just point
And I
blank.
consider this whole planet my neighbor.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
do.
My whole
Exactly.
Because I
planet, my
know
neighbor.
that once my neighbor is in good shape, it's
There
gonna
you
be
go.
easy to see.
It's gonna be
Exactly.
easy. That's what
Easy.
that's one
Yeah.
thing. Look, I was in the army, and the first thing they say is, "Yo, I can't shine unless you shine."
That's right.
You know what I'm
I gotta
saying?
get
And
you
you gonna
shine.
help me shine because
We're gonna work
as long as you keep breathing, we gonna keep
We're gonna
moving.
keep moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna keep
And we're not trying to leave anyone behind. That's why we are always trying to talk from the youth up. We're not trying to tell you what to do. We're not trying to give you like I always put out on the jump. You know, we're not trying to give you legal advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But that's because it's got to be said, man. Look, the disclaimer is real. You know what I'm talking about? Because don't believe everything that we say. We want you to go pick up a book.
Yes.
Exactly.
We
Yes.
want you
Yes.
to
Challenge
get,
us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
to get to
Check
where
out,
Mr. J
check
is.
out what Mr. J said.
That's right.
Yeah.
Try it.
This
Right.
is an elder. Now
Right.
I went to go. Now when I didn't have to go find nobody. He was bought to me because of where I was taken.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, the Creator knew
Exactly.
that it was time for His people to hear what they need to hear from the right person that I needed to find.
I was
And-
happy to talk.
Hey, bro, I was
happy
so
to talk
happy,
to you.
Mr. J.
I was so happy to come. I'm thankful for the opportunity to try and stress what insurance could be to your lives,
That is right.
what it can do for your families, what it can do for our communities,
Right.
what it can do for the value of our children.
Right.
Please consider it. I need you to
Please,
consider it.
please, because at the end of the day, just like I need you to understand. You need to go back and read that CARES Act. I need you to go back and read that tax bill that was
Right.
signed. I need you to understand that every time that everybody else got bailed out, they used the American people, the insurance on all the debts, and then cut them a check from the Treasury when they had already been paid 3 times over. But the American people is talking about we hungry.
And split with the money.
Yeah, they split with the money. Yeah. Yeah, you know they split with the
They
money.
split with the money.
But they didn't split with the money. Because we the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The only problem is the people that don't really know that they're the money are the ones that does not know how to look at getting the public debt down. Because that public debt is everybody's debt.
And sign it to us.
And they assigned it to us.
Mhm.
But yet everybody just got bailed out. That owned the bank, that
Everything.
owned the business, that owned anything that was insured.
The
It was insured.
The ants carry their load.
Come on, man. And the ants carried the load.
Okay.
Hey, hate to tell you, man, I'm an eagle. I never been an ant. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? It's hard to keep me on the ground. So dealing with chickens is kind of like I used to deal with pigeons a long time ago. They know how to come back.
Gotcha. I want to.
Hey, Noriega, you know what it is, man.
As you wrap this up, because
Yeah.
I want us to say our little spiel first.
Right.
And I want to end out with Mr. J. I want him to be the last voice because we've been preaching about it. This is not the first time. So give your little 2 cents. What is it? How you want to end this out?
Well, the only thing I can say is bat symbol was in the air and I answered. You know what I'm talking about? So at the end of the day, I thank you for taking out the time and sticking with me and making sure that things happen the way they need to happen. And I thank you, Mr. J, for being a man of your word, because one thing you told me, you said it's only one thing you're going to leave back here, and it's going to be a good name. And I never heard another man say that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hey, bro. Eddie.
It was my pleasure
Mm,
to come here and speak to whomever hears this, whomever see it, because I know the value of what we are speaking of now. In previous times, it might have been something that went over my head. Today, I want you, each family, and each person that's responsible for anybody, or somebody that's leaning on you and depending on you to continue the life that you started to give them, to consider what it would be like for them not to have you, what the value of that is. It's unsurmountable. You can't count the number. You couldn't count it. But if you can do anything toward assuring that, I want you to consider doing it. The fees are small. Sometimes they're normal to what considered
Exactly.
in what happens in life. And what the hope would be, I wish I had of. Take an opportunity to learn about insurance, annuities, disability coverage, things that may affect your life in any manner. Hey, even renter's insurance.
Pay out good.
Please, I need you to consider these things for me and for your families and for the change of my community and my world.
Word.
Love
See,
it.
like, you
Love
got
it.
the last one, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, look.
I can't touch that. I can't touch
You
but
just love.
I definitely want
I
to.
love you all, and I just wanted to be said that we have to look out for each other now.
That's it.
Exactly.
And it's going to take a few words to open up our mind's eye, but we're going to continue.
That's
We're going
right.
to continue in whatever manner that He give us power
That's right.
to reach out to the people that we love, which are you, this whole planet. Because if one part of me is sick, the rest of me gonna be too.
That's it. That's it. That's the whole human society, bro.
That's the whole human experience.
Yeah.
My dream is that no longer this crab in the bucket mentality. You know, like Mr. J said, and he hit it. He said exactly what I was going to say. Is you have one thing to leave behind. That's your name, and that's your legacy. Because money will come, people will forget about you 2 generations down the road. But if you become the change from your family generation, it's gonna say because of Mr. J,
They're gonna call you.
our family legacy has changed. And
our dynamics.
Yep, my dynamics has changed, and that's what I want people to realize. This is more beyond yourself. This is more beyond just you leveraging the money. This is changing generation, breaking the curses and the chains that's been set upon us.
That's right.
Because we weren't taught this.
That's right.
We were taught to fight each other. The light-skinned blacks against the dark-skinned blacks. That's a whole nother different topic. But
Hey.
we have to learn how to live together.
Everyone
And we all got misnomers. And we all got misnomers. Hey, bro, I love you. I don't care what you look like. You know what I'm talking about? You can be green. Just make sure you got the Jordans on, baby. You know what I'm talking about? It don't make no difference,
I just
bro.
want to see happiness
I just
and
wanna
peace,
see
and I know that
happiness
we can
and
have
peace.
it. I know we can have it.
That's right.
I know we
Uplifting
can have
humanity
it.
in the right way,
Uplifting
baby.
humanity will do it.
That's right.
And hey, remember insurance?
That's right. It's the
vehicle.
vehicle. It's the vehicle.
Learn about it. I need
That's
you
right.
to learn about it.
That's right.
I
Thank
need
you
you
so
to cover
much.
your families. I
Thank
do.
you so much, Mr.
Yes,
J,
thank
for
you.
coming
Thank
in,
you.
being
Appreciate
able to speak about your own experience with him, being able to be a deliverance.
Yeah.
I was thinking about my wife,
Yeah.
and I was thinking, hey, you know, when we did do some of the things that came out, and I got a chance to stick my chest out a little bit.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
She looked at me in a different way.
Right.
It was a different gleam in her eye.
Different word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because she knows she was taken care of.
That's what it's
Yeah.
about.
That part.
That's what family's about.
Responsibility.
That's what the head of a household
So
means.
that's what's up right
Yes.
Hey, no, hold on, before you leave on that, because you said it's minimal, and by saying that, you know, did she have like sometimes was she like a little
Pushback?
pushback about thinking about the insurance?
Well, it's always money, you know. They like to go to the store.
Store stuff.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
So
right.
if
That's right.
sometimes if she ain't feeling good, she want to go to the store.
That's right.
You
That's
know what
right.
I'm saying?
That's right. I got you.
So
I got you.
You talking about what are you gonna do with that money? I'm like, we gonna put this on this.
That's
And
right.
it took a little bit of okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I needed a couple
Yeah.
times too now.
Yeah, because
I'm
we
like,
need-
you can't have it. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
because
Exactly.
we want them to get the full experience,
change it.
and I want you to
Yeah.
be able to
See.
speak on that because
See,
if
the little struggle came,
right.
because she you know, when she, even if she's just like a store, she's
Right,
like
right,
a store.
Right.
So and of course any little money
That's right.
that
That's
ain't
right.
doing nothing got something
Yeah,
to do
got
for
something to do with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it takes us to be able
Yes, yes.
to really like do stand
you gotta
and
convince, you gotta talk to them about it, you gotta show them where the benefit are. And
That's
then,
right.
And then like most people, they want to see it, like you say, in practicality.
Right.
And when we had an opportunity to use one of them, hey, it was
Right.
easier for us to do it then.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? When
Right.
we had that
Exactly.
little medical coverage that was
Right.
after the accident, and it's like, you got some more money?
Right.
Come on, man.
So I
So
pulled
what
that
can
out
you
at
do?
the end,
Yeah.
but I want you.
You got some more money?
Hey,
I'm saying,
we
yeah.
need you, ladies. We
We need
need you,
need
mothers. We
you.
need you, a wife. We need
We
us,
need you.
wives, and all of this. We need you. But at the end of the day, we know that you are just looking to be taken care of responsibly. And if a man is trying to, yes, right, take care of you in the best way possible to make sure that his baby, his woman, his mama,
that's the best way.
You know what I'm talking about? Because women, sometimes I feel like y'all do not know how much you are really loved and how much a man will go to the ends of the earth to show you responsibility only if you're with him.
That's what that matters.
That's what matters. At the end of the day, man, the only thing I can say is thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for coming through and getting some more word from us. It is the Enlightenment Acid Hour. And we are going to say
take your place.
Peace
Without
and
women, take your place. Top of the pyramid, take your place. Looking for change, gotta take your place. Without children, take your place. Through the pain, gotta take your place. Black queens, gotta take your place. Even the children, take your place. My